Sports Interactive have confirmed they are launching the full game of FM26 tomorrow, but if you haven't bought it, you should probably wait. As you can see here, these are all the times that the game will officially go live in all of the platforms all at the same time. But as you can see here, the post on the SI forums about the release of the game says that due to the multi-platform submission process, last Friday's FM26 update from October 31st will serve as the initial day one release build. It talks about there will be a patch that is applied on launch, but all that is to remove the beta and bug report buttons. And then their hope is that by Wednesday, November 5th, our next update will be available on Steam via the public beta track, and subject to the submissions process, we'll be aiming to roll that out to everyone quickly thereafter. And importantly, they've added in a follow-on tweet from FM Assist, which is like the help desk for Football Manager, that the full change list for the next update will include very limited changes to the database. Outside of these, all changes will be save compatible. So what does this mean? It means the game you have right now, if you have already ordered FM26 and installed it on your machine, and you're happy, you should just continue playing, because you're not going to get a day one patch of any significance. Just removing the watermark for beta and the bug report option, it doesn't really impact your gameplay. But if you haven't purchased FM26 and you think, based on the things you've seen either on my channel or other content creators' channels, that it might be a bit of a buggy mess, you should wait. You have no incentive at this point to have waited this long to go ahead and buy the game on launch when the next patch won't happen until at some point the next day at the earliest. And that patch may be significant, maybe it won't. We don't know, we haven't seen the full list of hotfixes. You'd have to imagine if they released a patch last Friday on October 31st, they've been working the entire weekend to get the game as stable as possible and fix some of the glaring bugs. But if you haven't purchased the game, you might as well wait to see what actually gets fixed and if it actually fixes what they say is going to be fixed. And if you own the game and you've maybe done what I've done and you've had a beta save as like a, I'm not sure how this is gonna go, so we'll just have some fun, and then I wanna start my real first save, you should also wait to do that. There is no incentive, even if you think the minor database things is maybe they're changing somebody's second nationality or somebody's signed with a new club, whatever. There's still no incentive really for you to go ahead and start on your main save. I'd wait until Wednesday and see what actually gets patched and fixed, and then go from there. Speaking personally, I've thought about starting my main save and doing a stream with it, but I'm a little worried that I'm gonna have to hire staff in the most broken way possible. So I'd like to see if they fix that on Wednesday. I don't really think they will. I don't think that's probably a priority number one for them, but I might as well wait. But if you're having a relatively bug-free experience and quality of life stuff like the biography not being duplicated and these transfer year buttons not working and you needing to use the drop down, or if you don't mind that it takes different ways to get to the fixture schedule so you can arrange a friendly, and you have to go to overview and then fixture schedule, but if you're anywhere else and you click fixture schedule, you get go on holiday. Again, they will fix these things, but if those things aren't experience breaking for you, then go on. Start your main save, assume that the database changes are not going to be massive, and just keep on cooking. But if those things do bother you and you find them grating, then you should wait. I said this in my video about Beautiful But Broken, but I maintain I am worried for the Steam reviews of this game because they are going to be waiting at least 24 hours before you get your first post-launch patch. So there's probably a large subset of the FM playing population that haven't seen reviews from content creators or on Metacritic, where it's currently at the time of recording a rating of 72 on 16 reviews, who are gonna go, new FM is here, boom, buy, and then they're gonna have a potentially disappointing experience. Personally, I think we will all get used to the UI. I'm not worried about where stuff is in the UI. I can disagree with it, but as long as it functions, we'll get used to stuff being in different places, and we'll use the search bar a lot because it's great. And I do think over time, the speed of the UI between clicking on screens and that delay that we've shown in other videos will also improve. So if you're gonna buy it, or if you've already bought it and are gonna continue playing, here's a tip. You're going to want to go to Preferences and have at least weekly save files. I'm doing weekly 3-file rolling autosave. In fact, before and after every game that I'm playing right now, I am saving just to make sure. I think daily is probably a tad aggressive. If you want to do that, you might as well just hit Control S on your keyboard, which does work. But until they get all of the kinks worked out and making sure you're not going to experience any soft locks when you try and review some goal footage like I experienced recently, you're going to want to save as frequently as possible. And the beautiful thing, to give them credit, in the new version of the game, saving is rapid. So you don't really need to worry about, oh my gosh, it's going to take so long. It's like, literally, I'll do it right now. Let me go. I'm going to hit Control S in 3, 2, 1. That's like less than 5 seconds. So you might as well do that. Again, I know nothing about how it works with the various platforms. I believe what they mean by the multi-platform process is they have to take the game file and send it to Xbox and PlayStation and Epic and Netflix and all these different places who need time to validate the files, make sure that it's working, and then have it available to be pushed out to their customers. But I do think it's a bit of an odd choice to say there are 13,500 plus bugs on the Sports Interactive forums. Yes, many of them will be duplicates, but it's very buggy for many people. And to say we're launching, but it's not really changing anything versus if you had the game a couple of days ago on Friday, October 31st, seems like a bit of an odd choice to me. Now, I'm really curious what you think about this decision. As you can see here, I've thrown up a poll on the channel. It's already got 41 votes, and it looks about 50-50 on the people who are saying it's a problem in terms of we're aware that it needs a lot of work. Some are saying, I'm going to play through it. Some are saying, I can't believe that they're launching like this. And then you've got a minority that are like, I'm good. Now, clearly my channel is not the largest. You've got content creators with over 200,000 subscribers, and we've got 6,600. Thanks if you're one of them. But it to me indicates, I think we've got kind of a rough launch. I was somewhat hopeful they would have a massive patch on Tuesday and fix a lot of the bugs. Clearly, they're working very hard and they've worked over the weekend to get it to even this state. But the level of polish this game needs is a lot. And the voices, and I think I've tried to be fair and balanced, but there are people saying that, and I've seen them in my comments on the channel, that FM26 is essentially going to be a year-long beta for FM27. This kind of a launch, in my opinion, does not help. But I'm curious what you think. I'll be here regardless. I will do my best to be honest and forthright with you while being fair to SI with the limited amount of information I have about how it works on the inside. And I will show off my plans for the future once we get to a working game. It'll probably be on Wednesday after that first patch comes out. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe with the notification bell so you see my content when it comes out. And a shout out to my patrons. We've got Greg Bros, who just rejoined, Ice Katana, Rafiram, Dodgy Gamer, who just joined again, and Josh Roth. Your support really means a lot. The channel did get monetized over the weekend, and YouTube was a bit aggressive with the ad placement, so I've gone in on the recent videos and tried to make it where it's not every 3 minutes on ads. If you see a problem with that in terms of this one video's got 12 ads in it, please drop a comment or follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, which the link to that is in the description below. So we're slowly making progress here as a channel, and I really appreciate your support. Let me know what your thoughts are on the FM26 launch plans in the comments below, and let's keep it civil. Have a good one.